Do the intro.
Need to get into the frame.
I already started the video.
You're the host.
Yeah.
You're the host.
You're so mean. Wow, this is... Oh, is it my turn first?
Fine, are you that big of a coward that I need to do it for you?
Yes.
Welcome, folks, to That's All Dandy, your maybe daily, maybe weekly, maybe monthly podcast, where we talk about random things on our mind. Today's Evil's the host, and he didn't want to do the intro, so here I am doing it for you.
Thank you. And for today's genre, we are doing... Wait a minute, get it? Ready? Ready? The Minecraft vote for the 3 votes for the 3 mobs.
Alright, that's valid. That's valid. I need to get my phone, but we're playing a game.
Okay, so for the first mob we're gonna talk about is the crab.
Crap, I saw that. It gives you extra reach.
Only for building.
Only for building?
Yeah, he said it allows you to literally what he said was to allow you to reach farther to build farther. Like
it's still gonna be a cool decoration item. Like imagine pulling up your game.
Well, my thing is, my first instinct when they said they're adding a crab, the first thing I thought was crab meat. Like, I was so hyped for crab meat, but then obviously that didn't happen. They're like, yeah, here's this. Like, it'd be cool if they added a new food, but like, it's kind of a dumb idea. It's only gonna be good. It's like, you already have scaffolding. Leave it there. You don't need more reach for building.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, what type of builder are you?
One. I mean, even I'm an okay builder. Not gonna lie. Sorry, bro. But like you don't need that though. Like, there's ways around it. Like, most people that don't use scaffolding use dirt. You know what I mean? Like,
but dirt's ugly.
yes, but you're using dirt to build, and then you get rid of the dirt.
I think it's gonna be more like a souvenir. I don't think you see anyone really using it. It's just be like, hey, look at this cool little thing I have. It's a crab claw.
That's true.
And, they might make it where it could do extra damage. Instead of like punch damage, it could do like, I don't know. Instead of doing like 1 heart of damage like all the items do, punching, just do like 40 damage or something extra.
Well, that's freaking irritating. Sorry. I was hoping it would go the other way. Okay, but yeah, no, it'd be cool to have it as a decoration. Thank you! I just wanted to hit him so badly. I've been saving that for him too. I had that since the start.
Alright, so, well, I think that's all about the crab. What's the next one?
We're gonna go with... We're going for the armadillo, yeah, because we're just gonna go in the order they released it for.
I found out that you put with a SKU they give you, not turtle SKU, but armadillo SKU, is armor for wolves and the dogs. That is awesome. I wanted that.
Yeah, same here. Everyone wants that. Like, it's such a huge thing that everyone's happy for it. And I'm happy to hear that. Like, they're adding that. You're mean. I don't have anything to double up on. But no, they, oh, I guess that helped me in the long run. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's awesome that they're doing that, because, like, people are saying, you know what, why not also enchant the dog armor? Because, like, I read some comments about it, like, they're like, never need to bury another dog again. Which is awesome.
Dogs die way too easily in Minecraft.
Like,
They're having
okay,
problems.
what is one of the most terrifying things you can see a player do to you?
Kill one of your dogs. Or kill
No,
all of
it's
you.
show up with a horde of dogs. Now imagine that with an army of armored dogs, and the armor's enchanted with protection. That would scare. That would be horrifying to see.
Finally.
You know who would do that?
Oh,
Yes, he would definitely run up with an army of dogs, and they would all be army.
dude. Ironically, Bugs is also a sociopathic dog.
Yeah, but yet,
Very ironic.
yeah, but he also like is super protective of his dogs. I remember this one time we were on that server, keep it as yellow. Okay, whatever. Challenge. Yeah, I didn't think so. That works for me.
What's the third animal?
This is literally the worst of them three. Penguin.
A penguin.
And it's annoying because it might be cute and whatnot. Come on, let me stack on top of that.
But people are gonna try and kill it and all that.
Yeah. That's the sad part about it, but no,
Does it drop anything? Would it even drop anything? What would it drop?
It actually, they didn't say it dropped anything, which is the annoying part. But
Probably drop like fish.
probably like a polar bear. Yeah. What they said is they're super agile in the water, but they are clumsy and they're clumsy and
As long as they animate them to fall and roll like the pandas can, that's hilarious.
well, yeah, they fall over and whatnot on land, but they're super agile in the water, which is cool. Like, it really is cool.
You know what they need? They need to stop adding land animals. We need a water predator.
Yeah, or something, or another type of bird.
A bird.
I would like a bird.
A penguin. We're trying to add penguins.
No. I mean something more, like something better. Cause like
Bird.
there was a meme going on before the mob vote is stop voting for the blue mobs. Cause literally the past three mobs was the Phantom, the Lay, and the Glow Squid.
Glow Squid completely useless except it's glowing ink, which is useless.
I'm gonna lose.
Now, if they make
What?
If
How
the
did that
next
challenge
update
win?
they do- I don't know. If the next update they add, and they need to make it where you can make your armor glow, and give glow berries a purpose.
Yes, agreed. I think Glowberry should act like make any block glow, like a glow paint. That would make things awesome. But no, what I was thinking is, what was it? What was it talking about? Oh, right. You know what the benefit of the penguin is?
What?
It increases your swim speed. Doesn't that sound
Like
familiar? Yes, precisely. Which makes it the most useless mob besides for making it all cute.
Now,
Oh my god, what is with you two?
I don't know. If you could tame them and they could do really cool stuff, that'd be cool. And they do tricks in the water, then I'd vote for it. But
Like,
the armadillo just seems so much more useful.
I think they're really pushing for an armadillo.
I'd take an armadillo.
I have no idea how I won that. I only had one red. And then I still got hit with it, with the flip. Whatever. What was I saying? But yeah, no, it's like they add 2 useless mobs. And then 1 useful mob. And like everyone, so far I'm hearing, like the consensus I'm hearing is everyone wants the wolf.
Armadillo.
Or yeah, sorry. The armadillo. Armadillo.
the past mob votes have not been very productive. God, have not been very productive. The blue squid, what's it do? Nothing. The Allay.
It was a really bad idea.
The Allay's cool. I'll give them that.
It's
cool
great in concept. It just would take a lot of redstone engineering for it to work properly.
See, the Allay?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I'm saying it's great in concept, but it would take redstone engineering to work properly. And I mean by that is because you give it a certain item for it to hunt down, right? Which is fine. The main problem is it will not it can drop it off at you, which is cool but also annoying whenever you can't use it. But then there's also the fact of there's also the fact you have to find it in a sort of, how do you put it? I'm trying to remember the words. Words are difficult. It uses a note block. That's what it was. A note block. It can also, like, you can also trigger the note block for it to drop things at the note block, which you can use a hopper for it to collect the stuff and whatnot. Which would make it one of those, like, kind of weird half-done, water farms done properly.
Right now. But anyway, the Allay. Cool idea, horrible execution on their part.
Great, agreed.
And it's really real for what it can do.
Yes, it's extremely rare. It only has a small chance of actually spawning in a certain area, for one.
Now the axolotl, I'll give it to them. Very adorable, very cool. What's it do? Absolutely nothing.
Actually, that's false.
Stay dead and attack mobs.
Okay, there we go. So it's pretty much another penguin. It's just another type of penguin mob, or a glow squid in that case, you know?
Except it actually does cool stuff, but it's still kind of useless.
Yeah.
At least with that one though, it was really like no one knew what an axolotl was until they brought it up. Like me, I've never heard of one until Minecraft. I'ma be honest. So it did, tell a lot of people about axolotls. But everyone knows what a penguin is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what a squid is. They've been in Minecraft for a while.
Yeah, that's true. But like an armadillo would be a great change to that. Like, for one, it teaches people about probably something they haven't heard of or seen it for, And then there's also the fact of it also gives a huge benefit to players.
Now see, and now let's go to the glow squid. What to do? Drop glow ink, and what can that do? Makes your signs all pretty.
But useless. Like, it makes you can use it to glow your signs. You can make glow, glow frames, which are actually pretty cool and useful if you're trying to make it into a map room. So, that's always nice to have, not gonna lie. But like, it's also not that easy to find either. It only goes in deep ocean, which you don't really get that kind of gear until later in the game. Yeah. Which again, you don't get until later in the game. Which is annoying. Because like, you really want that stuff. But you can't get it until later. And then there's also the fact, how about this, the fox?
The fox. Also pretty useless as an animal.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with the fox. It's a good idea as well, but the problem with it is, what was it? it's cute. You can tame it, but it has the same tame type as a ocelot. It's literally the same tame type as an ocelot, where you tame it, cool, but all it does is make it where the animal doesn't run from you. Unlike a wolf, where a wolf will attack or run from you. You do either or. I mean, like, if you scare it, like, you know, it'll run away from you like normal, like, walk away. Attack it, it'll attack you. Whatever, right? That's fine. But if you tame it, it's your best friend. That's sincerely right. But then there's a, but then you get the ocelot, which is fine. You ocelot, you tame it, it doesn't run from you, but it doesn't follow you, but it keeps creepers away. So it's useful to have.
And the
But then,
attack mobs.
yeah, it would only.
Any mobs.
Oh no, the ocelot didn't attack any mobs, as far as I remember.
They can attack mobs. I've seen them do it.
I think they attack chickens.
I'm playing. Foxes are axolotls.
No, I'm talking. Oh, you're talking about ocelot. I thought we were on ocelots.
Oh no. I thought you said axolotls. So I was about to creep thing. Axolotls have been in the game for a long time though.
Yeah, I know ocelots have been in the game for a long time. That's why I'm bringing them up, because like a lot of the. Oh my god, I should have just done the other card.
You can't really judge them for doing both stuff. Cause when was the mob introduced? I think they already had it.
I think we only had like 4 or 5 actual mob votes. Whatever, don't matter. The point is, some of the mobs that people vote on they're only voting on it not for themselves, but for their favorite streamer. Like their favorite streamer will point out, oh, this mob seems awesome. Like for instance, I heard a lot of people were going for the tough golem, and then they were like huge on some streamers came out and started talking about, oh, let's get this instead, or the copper golem, and they're like, oh no, let's get this other thing, and we got the freaking whatever that new mob was, that's the pain, and then it's kind of stupid.
What was the new
Gee, we can't even remember its name.
Copper?
The copper golem. The copper was nice. The copper was a great idea. It would have made a true random. Wow, that was the fastest game ever.
It's like you in bed. God dang it.
Come on, dude, be appropriate. Let's just yell at Killer for this.
I know. Anyway.
But no, we're talking. But the point is, like, they add mobs that don't have any like real use. Like the tough golem probably was not the best idea.
Oh, I think it was that one that.
Whatever. The point was they added the glow squid. I knew we were talking about it, but I completely forgot about it at the same time. That's how bad it is. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea, but like the glow squid should also be like not a neutral mob like a squid. Well, it should be like a neutral mob like a squid, but have the wolf attribute where it'll attack you. I mean, it's a deep squid. It's a deep ocean squid. It's only found in 2 areas. It should be able to attack you.
That is add a kraken at that point.
Well, okay. If you want to go with the Kraken idea, go all the way back to the first mob vote, where they had the Phantom and all that. They had a squid. They had a Kraken like squid. Yeah, and then it'll sink it.
Yeah, that's really cool design. I like the design of it. It's horrifying. Creepy design, and you could use it well.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
A thing. But no, they chose a Phantom, and everyone hates the Phantoms now.
I mean, I love the Phantoms, but I hate them at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, it's, how do I put it? The Phantom is, if you stay up too late, it comes at you. It takes 3 days though. So every 3 days you take your building. It takes you, let's say 2 days, and you're like, okay, it's day 3, go to bed. you don't spawn any, you know?
Most
Like,
people
it's...
don't sleep though.
Yeah.
Most people never get to sleep in that game.
Oh yeah, especially when you get farther in. Like, in the beginning, yeah, you sleep, but the farther in you go, no. But it's also useful because you get the Phantom Membranes, which is like a early version of mending for the for the Elytras.
Yes, the Elytras. So I mean, but other than that, what to do? Harass people, knock you off buildings, skyscrapers, make it annoying when you're fighting a horde of mobs because they keep sweeping you.
True. But you also have to think they're also relatively weak compared to other hostile mobs.
Well, yeah, they're weak. They're just insanely hard to hit.
Well,
half the time they hit you from behind.
What you do is the easy fix for that is get something super easy in the beginning of the game. Is get a shield and a shielding crossbow, which are relatively two really easy things. The only one that's going to cost you arm and leg pretty much is going to be that crossbow.
Crossbow's probably the hardest to get on that list.
Well, yeah, because you need a hook, and that hook can cost a decent amount.
One iron ingot, and don't forget the arrows. The arrows is what's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, but you can avoid that. Stop hitting me with that, dude. You can avoid that though. You can avoid that though if you find a village and you make one of the villagers a Fletcher.
But someone will trade to a villager that early when phantoms are a problem. Because if phantoms are a problem early on, you sleep to get rid of them.
Yeah.
There's no need for you to be spawning phantoms early on. Now, late game, yeah, you might be spawning phantoms.
But you're protected.
Yeah, and you're probably using it for membranes for Elytras.
Yeah, which truthfully making a phantom farm is super hard because it's hard to actually make one properly. Like, you could try to make a tower so whenever they swoop at you, they get stuck in cobwebs. But it's also just a pain to make sure they get stuck and you can actually hit them without breaking those cobwebs. I'm gonna try this even though I know I'm gonna fail. But I gotta risk it. Yeah, I called it. I didn't have any. I got some nice stuff though. And I know what you have now too. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, yes it is. But now, what was I saying? Great. But yeah, it's just not worth it sometimes, that mob. Like, it's again a good mob idea. Well, then they also had that Inferno Blaze King thing they had going on.
What?
There was some kind of blaze with shields on it before shields were added.
Huh.
It was really cool looking, but at the same time, that was like the other version, and the last one was some kind of weird ground golem thing.
Oh, guess what? People believe that they are now doing stuff. Well, guess which biome? Desert.
Technically, yes.
And layered sand. Like layered snow and sand.
Oh, they're gonna do that?
Yes.
That's an interesting development.
And the devs took a picture of like, I think it was of the armadillo, and it had those things.
That'd be cool. I mean, well, what's funny about the armadillo is... Sorry. It scared me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, armadillo. Well, what's cool about it is it spawns in warm biomes, so they're not just adding to the savanna, they're also adding to the desert biome, which is nice because the desert needs more things besides that camel, since it only spawns in desert villages. And since villages are a pain hard to get, since villages can only spawn about 1,000 blocks from each other, like it can make it harder. So like the armadillo just makes it even better. And I've seen in most maps I played in, I've seen so many more savanna biomes than anything else.
Yeah, we need to get back online. Wait, you think back up that?
Bruh. That is devastating. Well, that's my game.
But see, what would they add?
Truthfully, I feel like they could add something like a mummy.
Mummy? Well, we have a husk of the
Yeah. Okay, fine. Look, how about this? A scarab.
scarab?
Yeah, like a type of beetle in the Egyptian. Do you not know what a scarab is?
No, we'll probably be more.
There we go. That works too. You didn't try challenging me, did you? Of course you make it freaking yellow again. Why wouldn't you?
Give me timbers.
Whatever. The
A pyramid.
that'd be nice. But we already have the desert temple, so it's like, do you really need? I mean, it could be a. It could be a cool idea though. God, you hate me.
But like, what could they add period to any biome?
Again, I think like a eagle or a falcon, even a hawk, would work best for all three.
A hawk?
Yeah, why not?
This could be like Minecraft-friendly mob too.
Well, yeah, and you can also have it as a tameable mob, where you can actually have it like send it to like you can actually tame it with like probably like a fish.
This is Minecraft, so they need to have a big push for endangered mobs, and for the new mob boats, or all mob boats, there's going to be mobs that don't exist, mythical creatures.
Well, my thing is, if they, I would like them to add something like a hawk. I mean, I would prefer them to add like the hawk or something, because if they add a hawk, then they could then you can have it'd be like an airborne wolf. And
Yeah.
hawks are a bird of prey or whatever.
They
Yeah.
feast on little children.
Yeah.
Have you seen the size of a hawk? You could pick up a small child.
Oh, dude, I was driving a few days ago and I saw an eagle, and it flew away, but on the way back to the same area, it flew back again. And it was, you know why? It was eating a deer.
Yeah, they do good.
Uh-huh.
It's like how chickens eat chickens. People are like, he's gonna eat a chicken. Lady, if
Cannibalism.
chickens pick up and eat you.
Yeah, that's
Chickens
true.
eat chickens. Chickens eat mice. Chickens will eat anything that gives them protein.
Pretty much. Well, actually gonna reverse. Oh, wow. But yeah, no, there's just some mobs that need to be, looking out. This game's lasting a lot longer than I thought.
Like, and since we're kind of done with mobs,
Yeah.
what would you possibly be able to add in any biome? It would make sense for Minecraft.
Ants.
And there's a mob I'm talking about structures.
Oh, structures. I'll probably say, how about like a castle ruin? Like not like an actual like a huge castle, but like, you know, some kind of like ancient structures that like somewhat pop out of the ground, kind of like in the sea, even in the ocean biomes. You got a bunch of structures. Why not just add that to the land as well? It'll give a lot more life to the game.
Here's another thing. Alright, the Dark Forest has woodland mansions.
Yep.
have nothing.
Oak has
Oak doesn't have
villages.
anything. Everything has a village.
No. Because Dark Oak don't have a village. I mean, you got Spruce that has a village. Snow, Birch,
They have a-
and Spruce. Oh, and Desert. And then there's the Savannah has one as well.
I don't think Dark Oaks don't really do
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
size requirement.
No, yeah, no. I mean, there is some huge Dark Oaks, but then there's also just some of these really tiny ones out of nowhere. It's just like someone must have planted the wrong seeds here.
And they're also like really tight spaces. There's like no air in between the trees. Like you can build kingdoms on the leaves.
Yeah.
All just so tightly together. Like there's no gap.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Could be a problem, could not be.
I think it's sending us
Anyway.
into another match. Nope, never mind. It's been 30 minutes, so this should be the end of it. But just one last question before we go. Which mod do you think is gonna win this mob vote?
Let's see. Going off past records, what were the mobs? Armadillo.
Crab and Penguin.
Going off the last 3 mob votes,
It's gonna probably be
the
the
most
Penguin.
useless, so it's probably the penguin.
Yes,
The most useful one will be the armadillo.
yes. And from what I've been seeing, I'm pretty sure from the community might actually pick the right one this time around.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm not saying anything, but the last past few mob votes have been
They
god
picked the worst ones. I'm just happy the last one they picked, they did not pick the stupid the one that's called the Rascal. Oh god, that thing was horrible.
What, the bush looking dude?
Yeah, he hides in mines, and if you find him 3 times in the middle of a mine shaft,
Oh, that is. Oh yeah, he drops you stuff.
he drops you an
First, I
enchanted
think,
iron pig.
There are 3 types of mine shaft. The small one, really small ones, the ones that are poking out of the ground in like the mesas and stuff, which are like small.
Well, they could get big if you're lucky.
And then you have the extremely large ones. There's no in between from small to large.
Oh no, there's one other.
Medium.
There's one other. It's the small ones that if you break through a certain wall, if you go through the mine shaft, you break through one of the walls, you might find the rest of the mine shaft.
Yeah, well, that would be considered a large mine shaft.
Well, no, because normally it's cut off. Like, they're always cut off from each other, so like, if you don't actually dig around or look for it, you almost never find it.
Yeah, here's the thing though. One time I went into this inside cave that was exposed from the outside. I looked down into it. All I could see were mine tracks going back and forth throughout the cave. One, it looked very cool. And 2, that's a large mine shaft.
Yeah. Well, here's another mob that they thought about adding, but never won, which is probably a blessing. Was the mob for that it detects lightning gliding. So if it's too dark, it likes to stay in dark areas, so like it
Yeah,
likes to sit there.
here's the
But
thing though. That's useful for us. Because PC players have a special button called the F4 key, or F3 key, whatever it's called. And so they can tell whether or not mobs can spawn the light level of said area. We cannot.
yeah, that would have been useful for us, but you know the majority plays on PC. Just because they have mods and all that.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, come on. Rockstar does it. Mojang does it. Give the console players what PC has. I want to play RP, and I want to play Hypixel.
Well, if you want to go off that, how about complaining about how there's for Minecraft Bedrock there are ports, like you can connect to PC servers to it, like through the port. Like Xbox, you can do that. It takes some weird jerry rigging to set up, but for PlayStation and all that, you can't do that. I can't join like Avengers MC. I really wanted to join Avengers MC because that looked really fun. You do or don't?
I do.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Now, I will admit, the communities have good things sometimes. And when Mojang actually works on the stuff, it's either good or bad. See,
There's no in
how the
between.
community-made game mode, Nerf World, is better than every single one of the Mojang packs they've had. The Star
Actually,
Wars pack,
speaking of
I think
Nerf World or whatever you're talking about, the Nerf
What?
one, you know, Minecraft, like their actual YouTube channel, they posted videos about it, promoting it as if it was theirs.
I know it isn't, but like they promote big projects like that too. But
No, they don't promote them all. They actually, it's extremely. I don't think it's super rare, but I haven't seen them promote many besides that one. I can
they've
double
done
check.
a lot. They've done parkour maps, like the Lava Rise map. They promoted that pretty heavily, but like just while on the PlayStation. It even popped up a notification on Minecraft that said, "Hey, look at this cool new minigame thing." And also, guess what? It's completely free.
Oh, they also promoted the D&D DLC they added.
Haven't seen that. But here's the thing, Mojang, their cool new world and gameplay stuff, like the Star Wars thing. I saw someone play. What they give you? Texture packs and
Yeah.
skins. Nothing new. And oh, well, you can teleport in it, and it's like really cool. Like you do stuff on the Millennium Falcon, and you end up somewhere new. That's called a
Oh,
EP.
so speaking of useless mobs, which is one of the ones you voted for, which truthfully I'm kind of annoyed about, was the Sniffer.
Sniffer?
The big prehistoric.
I prefer the Copper Dome, but the Sniffer was the best design.
Yes, it was a good design, and it had that cool thing about flowers. But yes, what's funny about that is the only way to breed a Sniffer with another Sniffer is by hopefully getting one of the few flowers it actually gets, and using those flowers to breed Sniffers. It's like, that's cool, but it's also extremely rare to get. Well, we need uses for copper.
Yeah, but guess what they did? I blame Mojang for people voting on the Sniffer, because they advertised it as, oh, you can find like Mob A, and then once you hatch it, it gives this cool ability where it can find these really cool, awesome looking flowers.
Yeah,
Then guess
they
what
look
they
like
did?
tulips.
They didn't explain the fact that how hard it is to find the egg.
Well,
You
no,
have to
they were.
search a ton of crap for fragments, in which then you put the egg together. And
No,
once you
that's
can then
pottery. That's
hatch-
pottery.
Pretty sure it was with the egg too.
I don't know about the egg. I don't know about the egg. I didn't.
You gotta do a crap ton of stuff to find the egg, only to get 3 new flowers and a sleepy rug.
Sleepy Rug. That's funny. Well, not to mention that they've been kind of teasing it for years. And if you the Sniffer, they've been teasing it for years. And if you don't know what I mean by that is, look at some of the fossils you can find in the game, like the bones of some of the fossils.
That's what they can do. They can add something to do with fossils. What use are they other than for a crap ton of bone meat?
Seriously,
What do they do?
such a waste. You know what they could do? They could have still brought the Sniffer in if they brought in like a DNA kind of thing, where like you can like have something like one of those
Like
mods actually.
educational edition.
Something like that, yeah, but I don't want to do. I wanted to actually, like, actual Minecraft. But yeah, there's a prehistoric mob one that was pretty nice. That
Maybe like you have to make a potion or something.
Potion
You
of
gotta make a
Undying.
potion using its bones and stuff, and then you gotta mix it like with an egg.
Yeah,
kind of,
that's what I'm talking about. Like to make
Then
a
have a whole new block called the incubator, where it incubates eggs, and they can hatch.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like do something like that. But instead of using a chicken egg, you would have to use a turtle egg just to make it a little bit more challenging. And so you can't just like be spitting these things out. You know what I mean? I'm saying that because you need to keep some challenge into it. You can't just be handing it out. So you use a turtle egg.
Challenge one, potion ingredients.
Well, just finding the fossils a pain.
And then but fossils itself.
Yeah, but I feel like using. I mean, it would give eggs another thing, but it would also give players another reason to go for turtles.
Make omelets.
That would be a great food item.
And omelets. I want cooked eggs.
What about apple pie? I mean, they already have pumpkin pie. Why not an apple
They
pie?
have pumpkin pie. Why not an apple pie?
Like, all you need to do is just rotate the pumpkin for an apple.
Yeah.
And I feel like apple pie should do a little bit more than pumpkin pie, just because apples are actually hard to come by.
See, pumpkins are farmable. Apples are eaters. Randomized.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you could.
Dice.
If you're lucky, I think you could probably find a. No, it's not a butcher. I think that they need to add a new farmer, like the orchard or something, like a new farmer. They're like.
Yeah, cause you have a fisherman, which is classified as a farmer, because that's the type of agriculture.
Yeah.
They science of farming.
Yeah.
Crap.
I got what you mean.
So the fisherman, the farmer, and then you look the florist.
That would be for flowers.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like an orchard type. Like they do like oranges, bananas, apples, you know, that kind of stuff. Stuff that grows on trees. Okay, well we have run past the 30 minutes and we are a little over 40 minutes now. I think we should end it, you know.
Well, you were at least doing the outro. I did the intro, you did the outro.
What's the name of the podcast again?
I'll do it myself. Well, before that, folks, you know what time it is. How do I... What was I...
Tell me the name.
Well, folks, you know what we say here on the podcast. Well, that's all dandy.
Right. I don't know where I keep getting daily dose from.
My controller died when I said see you.
That's just dandy. See y'all.